Hello, 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 and welcome to Stamp with Shel. My name is Shel Anderson, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Today, we are going to be having a play with a new bundle called Match Day, and this is a soccer set. It is a stamp and die set, and we're gonna have a play with this today, and we are going to be casing my friend Nem's card. This is the card that she made. Isn't that fabulous? And we are going to be casing this card with different products and different bundle. So I have a basic white card base today, just a standard card base, and I have die cut some of the pieces for this card. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to I think I am anyway. I think I'm going to flip the sketch. Her card was going this way, I think horizontally. I think I'm going to do mine vertically. So I'm going to need to do a little bit of trimming if I am going to duplicate what she's got going on there. All right, this piece is 3 1/4, and that paper trimmer is not going to work. 4 1/2. Let's try that. See what that looks like in the scheme of things. Yep, I'm happy with that. All right, so kind of going to do it the same but different. So this was 3 1/4. I'm going to cut this one down to 3 1/4 as well. And I know that I'm off camera, but you don't need to see me cut that. So these are exactly the same size, but I'm going to do some tearing at the top and bottom. And I may have to trim this one down a little bit. Now you'll notice on her card, she just tore at the bottom. I'm going to be different, and I'm going to tear at the bottom and the top, just because I can. And when we do this, we always want to tear towards us, because that way you get that really nice rough edge. So I'm going to do the same thing down here, tearing towards me. And once I get torn across here, try not to take too much off. That will determine the height of this piece. All right, so those two pieces can go in the garbage. Now let's see what's happening here. Actually, I think that's pretty perfect. And just in case you're wondering, this paper is the Halloween paper, the Spooky Sweet. So you always want to look at the back side, because I don't have the paper yet for the Match Day set. So I went hunting for something, and that's what I came up with. So I have pre-die cut, and then I mounted it on white and trimmed around it. So we have the soccer ball, and I have pre-stamped the flag, number 1, and I made it into a little banner, and I pre-stamped the greeting, and I've cut a little mat for it. We can put that together right now. And that way, that will help me with my layout, because I just want to try to dry fit it to figure out what I'm going to do. And it would help if I put it together straight. Come on now. Well, sir, that's worse. There we go. And I think we're going to have to get that little paper trimmer because I don't know how I measured that, but it wasn't correctly. So we'll just take a little sliver off each side. As Mike Holmes would say, it doesn't have to be straight, it has to be true. Okay. All right, so here is my soccer goal. And I think I want that kind of wonky. And then we're going to want to have some grass. And I don't know whether I want double layer or single. And then I thought I'd take this greeting and I'd put this number 1 off to the side, something like that. Your number 1 biggest fan, you know what I mean? Kind of like that. And then we'll throw in a soccer ball and we'll figure out placement for the flag. In a nutshell, that's kind of what's in my head. So let's first off glue the DSP to the black mat. When I was cutting, I cut myself a few spare items so that I had them done. And I decided to cut a pink soccer ball because girls play soccer too. So we'll see what happens with that in the future. Now, we have to color the flag. Now, I am not a soccer aficionado by any stretch of the imagination, but I do know that there are yellow flags and red flags in soccer. I don't have any idea what they mean, but, oops, wrong end. We're going to color this one yellow because I think red would look peculiar with the orange background. You know what I mean? There we go. And I think I will just use, what is this? Light smoky slate for my pole. Or handle, whatever you want to call it. There we go. Because this card is definitely being designed with a guy in mind. So we're going to put some glue on here. And we are going to attach it to our card front. Just like so. And I'm going to stop before I put that down because I just noticed I'm not straight. I am not straight. So I'm going to try not to get any glue and just take a sliver and I managed to take a sliver. Alright, but I managed to get glue all over my cutter too, so I'll have to clean that up afterwards. Alright, let's pop this back on. It's still not straight. Well, we're going back in the cutter, folks. We are going back in the cutter. The joys of live videos. Oh, I see why. It's because it's so thick. There we go. It's binding at this end. I'll have a fine mess to clean up there. Now my glue is half dry, so we better put some more on here. Tombow to the rescue. And some semblance of center. All right, so far so good. Now I am going to put let me measure, because I should have put my grass on first. I'm 3 3/16. 3 3/16. Holy moly. I'm thinking somewhere there. Look at that. All right. I'm going to be smart and put these two together and then just cut them with scissors. So they're the same. There we go. So now I have these two pieces of grass, and I am going to just lay them out here. I think that's going to be fine. That placement. Let's get some glue on the back of this one. And I'm going to quickly work here. Yep, that's going to work. Going to work. Now we have, and this grass, there's dies in the set for this grass as well. All right, now let's see what's what. I kind of think I want to go a little wonky. I really do. And I'm thinking something like that. I don't know whether I'm going to get that number 1 in there. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I am going to glue this soccer ball into the grass. Like so. And that's going to give me room in behind here that I can place this soccer net. And like a fool, I did not use my adhesive sheets. With me, it's always remembering after the fact. So the good thing is Tombow will dry clear. So if we have any oozing, and we probably will, I'm warning you now, then it will dry clear. And you'll never see it. All right, pretty good. Now, let's get this out of the way. I have an extra strip here that was left over. I think I am just going to put that down the inside of the card just to pretty it up a little bit. Like so. All right, now your biggest fan could be straight and the flag in behind. Let's put this guy on dimensionals. And then we will be able to mess around with the flag a little bit. We'll keep our dimensionals to the outside corners, and then right, where do I want that? Right in the middle of that soccer net. Look straight. And see, I've got lots of spacing in here. I can place it wherever I want. I guess I could put that up like that. Let's get a mini dimensional and put on the back side here. Is it showing? Yes, it is. Move it in a bit. And I'm going to get this little hook tool. And we'll put a little bit of glue on here. And I'm going to put that Willy Wonka style, all crooked again. Your #1 biggest fan. And now we're just going to glue this guy on. And our flag. And there we have it. That is my card. Now, we should embellish that a little bit. Let's grab some embellishments. See what we got. We have lots. What color do we want? We could, this is kind of a masculine card, so I want something kind of not too, how about those green dots? I think those are going to go perfectly. Let's give this a whirl. And where am I going to place them? Let's just try this. Yep, I think I'm going to use all big ones. I don't know about you, but I have the hardest time getting rid of the big ones because I prefer teeny tiny dots. So whenever I have an opportunity like this, that I can use the big ones and it look right, I will. There we go. My friends, that is our card for today using the Match Day bundle. And this is my case of Nem's card. Okay, so her